And now, like, it fell down on the floor, and now look at this. I really want to cry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Utsav, and in today's video, I'm scared for my life. Like, seriously, I'm scared for my life because I'm going to do full face makeup using products worth 500 rupees or under 500 rupees, and Nepali 500 rupees is, I think, 5 US dollar. And the reason I'm also saying it in dollar is because just in case if you are not from Nepal, it will be easy for you to convert in your currency. For this video, I'm really scared. More than the time I got 3 out of 100 in my maths exam, and my parents were about to kick me out. And the reason is because I might end up looking like this, or maybe like this. I don't know how I'm gonna end up looking like, so prepare yourself for the journey where I'm gonna transform myself from this to this. And now, without wasting any time, let's get started. So first I'm using this Nivea cream, which is really thick, and I really like this just for makeup but not as a regular moisturizer, and I bought this for 250 rupees. It is not that bad, not that good, but it's fine to use it as a base for my makeup. So it feels really rough on my skin when I first apply it. It takes a little bit time to like melt down on my skin. I use this as a base of my makeup but not as a skincare. And now I'm using this aloe vera gel, which I bought for 120 rupees. This works amazingly as a primer. It blurs out everything that I have on my face, and this makes my face look really dewy and gives me a lot of hydration that I need because my face gets really dry on winter. And this also makes my skin poreless if I use 2 layers of it. So if you're planning to buy any primer, then buy aloe vera gel. It works way more better than any primer, and this also helped me to get rid of acne and acne scars. Now I'm using this red lipstick from pharmacy, which I bought for 250 rupees, and this lipstick is really creamy, and I'm using this as a color corrector, and I'm applying it under my eyes, around my beard area. And every time I use this lipstick on my lips, I have to use 2 layers of it. It doesn't have that much of coverage. It doesn't cover my natural color like with 1 layer of it, so I have to layer it on and use 2 layers of it. I think for 250 rupees this lipstick is a really great deal. Like, I highly recommend this lipstick. This lipstick is really amazing. This lipstick is really pigmented and creamy. You can use this wherever you want, on your cheeks, under your eye, as a color corrector, on your lips. So I highly recommend this lipstick. So a lot of you guys ask me where I buy my products which I use on my videos. I write everything on description, so go read everything about the products that I've used on this video on my description. And for foundation, I'm using this foundation from pharmacy, which I bought for 350 rupees. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this foundation. This foundation is really affordable, but the smell is really horrible. This foundation smells like old person mixed with dry fruits. The smell is really strong. It gives me headache every single time I use this foundation, but it makes my skin look really great, and the coverage is not that bad. I'm using this really dense foundation brush to give a lot of coverage, because when I use this foundation with beauty blender, it doesn't give that much coverage, but I love how this foundation makes my skin look with brush. So for 350 rupees, I don't have that much to complain about except the smell. The smell is really horrible and disgusting. I don't like the smell at all. It gives me headache every single time I use this foundation. And also, not to forget, they only make 3 shades. This is the darkest shade that I bought, and it is still light for me. Like, who are you making your foundation for? Jeffree Star and his friends? Like, it is 2021. At least you should be making 10 different shades. At least that is a minimum number. Like, they make only 3 shades, and they have this disgusting perfume in it. So I really don't recommend this foundation. So around my beard area, I'm using 2nd layer of this foundation because in the name of coverage, it covered nothing. Literally nothing. If you have acne scars or any kind of scars, I don't recommend this foundation to you. It won't cover your scars at all. So if you have really clear skin, it might work for you. Like, I really like the finish of this foundation and how it looks on camera, but the smell and the coverage is really disappointing. But at the same time, the price of this foundation is 350 rupees, so I shouldn't be expecting too much from this foundation. So if you are really good with strong perfumes, then this foundation is for you, and you should be also light enough to wear this foundation. So for concealer, I'm using this Jordana foundation plus concealer. You can use this as a concealer or foundation. The coverage is really good. I bought this for 535 rupees. It was on sale. The actual price of this concealer is, I think, 850 rupees. I bought this from Pretty Click Nepal, and I really like this concealer. You can use this as both concealer and foundation. I really like this concealer. This concealer gives really good amount of coverage, and the price is also really good. And price of this concealer and price of LA Girl Pro Conceal concealer is same, and you get more product in this concealer compared to LA Girl concealer. So I prefer this concealer over LA Girl concealer because it doesn't give that much coverage, but if you use 2 layer of this concealer, it gives more like a full coverage. So I bought this concealer online. That's the reason that it is looking so light for my skin tone. I have this same concealer in different shade which works amazingly for my skin tone. And if you leave this concealer wet on your skin without like blending it, it burns really bad. So I don't know if they have some kind of acid in their ingredient. Like, why does burn so bad? Like, if I leave it for like 5 seconds without blending it, it starts burning like really bad. Like, there has been time that I had to like remove it immediately. So I don't know like why it does that, but it does that. So I really like this concealer except this shade, and this concealer gives really good amount of coverage, and for the price you get really good amount of product. So I really like this concealer, and I'm using this Wet n Wild highlight and contour palette, and I didn't have anything under 500 to set my concealer, so I'm using this. So you guys, I really want to know this, that am I the only one who got so lazy in this lockdown or quarantine, whatever you call it? Like, even before going to pee, I think twice. Like, I'm like, should I pee or not? I hold it for like 3-4 hours, and when I can't hold it anymore, then I go pee. Like, I'm that lazy. So comment down if you're that lazy like me. I really want to know. So I was using my Wet n Wild contour and highlight palette, and if you will see in the video when I'm using this highlight powder to set my under eye, there was both highlight and contour, and now, like, you know, it fell down on the floor, and now look at this. I really want to cry.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. No, I've done this once before.
Now I'm using this Technique Matte Mega Bronzer. I bought this for 430 rupees. I bought this when it was on sale, and I bought this from drugstore. I think 430 rupees for 4 shades is a really great deal. This bronzer is really easy to blend and is very pigmented, which is very rare for the makeup products under 500 rupees. I really love all the shades from this bronzer palette, and as you can see, this is giving me really nice warmth, which I really like. I really like anything like warm tone. I hate cool tone shades, like anything. Is it eyeshadow or lipstick or anything? I hate cool tone. This is giving me really nice warm sun-kissed look, which I really like. So if you are really dumb and wondering why I'm not explaining anything that I'm doing in this video, is because this video is not a tutorial. I'm just like reviewing all the makeup products that I own which are under 500 rupees. Now for blush, I didn't have anything under 500, so I'm using this Sultana Rose palette, and I'm using this shade Sexuality as a blush. So this palette is currently on sale for 650 rupees on Daraz.com. You can buy it from there, and I'm applying more than I need because I like more blush. So the reason that I'm applying so much is because it will fade away in a minute and it will look really good. For eyeshadow, I'm using this Doo Doo Girl eyeshadow palette which I bought for 350 rupees from Daraz.com, And this eyeshadow palette is really soft. It is a very beginner friendly eyeshadow palette. So I own 3 eyeshadow palettes from this brand, and they only make very soft neutral eyeshadow palettes. So if you are someone who loves very soft eye makeup, then eyeshadow palettes from this brand is for you. But I really don't use their products that much. I use these palettes that I own from this brand once in a while because I like something crazy and very pigmented. So all the eyeshadow palettes that I'm using in this video are from Doodoo Girl, and I bought all these eyeshadow palettes from drugstore.com. I will put the link in my description. You can go there and check the link if you want to buy any of these palettes. So I love all the matte shades from all the palette that I own from this brand. They are very soft, easy to blend, and there's no fallout in my pan or my face. But the shimmer shades from all the palettes from this brand are very they don't last that long. You have to use concealer to make it stick in your eyelid. So that's why I don't like any shimmer shades from any palette that I own from this brand. So if you use setting spray, it lasts a little bit more, or you can use concealer. But if you just use shimmer shade by itself, it doesn't last that long. So all the eyeshadow palettes from this brand smells like Johnson baby cream, which I really like. It's not that crazy, it's very soft. You have to get really close to palette to smell it, otherwise you won't be able to smell it. So one thing that I love about all the palette that I own from this brand is that they only have few matte shades, and all the shimmer shade goes with that matte shade, which is really great. You can create a lot of fun neutral looks. And I'm sorry that I'm not explaining anything about what I'm doing in this video, because this video is not a tutorial. I'm saying this again, if you're that dumb that you can't get that this is not a tutorial but a review, not a review, but this is a review kind of thing. So that's why I'm not explaining anything. So see what I'm doing and analyze every single thing that I'm doing and just learn by it. For even highlighter, I'm using Doodoo Girl palette, and I'm using this shade as a highlighter because I didn't have anything else under 500 to use as a highlighter. I really don't like this shade. I don't like to use this shade as highlighter normally. So actually I never used this shade as a highlighter, but this is looking really stunning and pigmented. I never thought that this would be this pigmented, but it is looking really stunning, and I'm applying it on high points of my face. So if your highlighter always looks chalky and white, then try this. Take a beauty blender, wet it in a water, then squeeze out all the water from it, and then use that beauty blender to blend your highlighter. It will look really stunning. Try this. So looking at myself, I'm reminding myself of all the brides from my hometown. You can literally see their face and neck separating. They literally use I think I can literally count how many makeup artists are there in my hometown, and they all use Fair and Lovely. They don't use foundation, they use Fair and Lovely. It doesn't matter how dark your skin tone is, they will use Fair and Lovely. And I'm really looking like that. So now I'm using this lip liner from Pharmacy, which I bought for 120 rupees in shade dark brown, and this lip pencil is really creamy and pigmented. And after that I'm using this lipstick from Pharmacy, which I bought for 250 rupees. This is really good red shade, and I really like this lipstick. This is really creamy and pigmented, but it doesn't have that much coverage. I have to use 2 layers to cover my natural color. So I have 4 lip products from Pharmacy, and I love all of them. Every single lip liner and lipstick that I own from Pharmacy are very pigmented and very creamy and very easy to apply. It's not that rough or that hard to apply. So now I'm using this setting spray from Essence, which I bought for 435 rupees. This setting spray is really good. It makes your makeup last really long. So I really like this, and I did my lashes and everything else off camera. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share with your friends. And thanks for watching.